Yo, what up, y'all, man? Listen, today I'm gonna talk to my DIY clients, all right? My DIY clients. If you are doing a credit repair process yourself, man, maybe you're struggling, maybe you're just getting started, we're gonna review 3 mistakes that you do not want to make. 3 mistakes you do not want to make when you are disputing with the credit bureaus or the collectors. And number one is who is sending this letter, right? So we're going to start with your personal information. It is super important because a lot of times, guys, people simply do not get past the first round of disputing because they did not submit their personal information. Meaning, when you're addressing your dispute letter, you want to make sure that you have your personal information, right? So that includes your name, right? You want to put your first and last name. So first and last name. You can also put your last four of your socials. Sometimes I include the last four of the socials, right? And also who you are addressing the letter to. It is super important, right? Because if you're disputing an account, let's say it's a collection, you dispute that information with Experian. However, that information is also reported to TransUnion and Equifax as well. So you want to make sure that you are sending that dispute letter to all 3 credit bureaus, and also include with this information a copy of your driver's license, and you can also include a utility bill for proof of address. This is super important because if the credit bureau or the furnisher do not know who wrote the letter, then they will not give you a proper investigation. So that's number one. Number two, when you're disputing, is to keep your dispute letter simple, right? And if you watch my video about disputing and things like that, you want to keep the letter simple. You want to keep the letter very, very simple. You do not have to use attorney language. You don't have to use lawyer's terminology. You want to keep the letter simple, right? So who's writing the letter, right? So that's you. Who you're addressing the letter to. What is the issue that you're experiencing on your credit report? So what is going on? What is happening on your credit report? And what type of results are you looking for? Are you looking for a deletion? Are you looking for an account to be updated? What type of results do you want to happen? So you want to explain this in very simple terms within your dispute letter, right? Now, thirdly, like I said, we want to get past the first letter with just making sure we got our identification. We want to make sure we're keeping the letter short, simple, and to the point. And thirdly, especially for a lot of my people that is looking at Credit Karma doesn't show the account numbers. So make sure to include the company account number on your letter. So in the beginning, when you're addressing the letter, when you're saying, Dear TransUnion, my name is such and such and such, I am writing a letter. When you write that account, if that account is Capital One, when you go onto that credit report, and this is why I tell you guys, it's super imperative to have credit monitoring, because when you go in a credit report, if you just pick Capital One, say you have 2 Capital One accounts, right? You have to add the full account number if they have the full account number, even if they just have like the first 5 digits or the first 6 digits or whatever, just add that and include it right next to who you are addressing, right? Because this is what happens, right, for all my DIY customers. A lot of times you begin a disputing process, you do not take the proper steps, and then you become frustrated when the results do not happen, right? So, right now also, guys, I currently have available about 40 letters or 25 dispute letters that you can get for DIY clients. Email Precious Credit Management, LLC, at gmail.com, right? But these mistakes right here, guys, are super important because you want to at least get through your first round of letters. You want to get through your first round of letters, and you will not get through your first round if you're not clear on who's sending a letter, if we're not clear on what we're asking, and if we're not clear addressing. Right? This is super important, guys. I wanted to just give you a few quick tips. If you are disputing on your own, man, have some patience. Make sure you're doing things the right way. Do not just address everything as identity theft. Do not try to run these fake credits for you guys. It will get you in trouble. Trust the process. Do it the right way. Use consumer law, and I'm going to see y'all next time. Peace.